Okay, so I'm Oracle Unicorn, and I just want to express a personal issue since we have the freedom to express about our care and our medical cares and about our experiences with resources. So I get a coordinator for certain things and things that I may need help with. So instead of being able to correspond when they say, if you need help with anything, to let us know so that we may be able to help you within our resources. And instead, they go to another place, basically the people that are giving a place for me to be in a bed and a roof over my head. And they said that on their end, they will give a bus card, but I asked for support, emotional support, to be able to get with these appointments because I am emotionally crashing over all of the extreme overstimulation and just staying, it just, the triggers, the triggers. Which is making it to where I am getting to the point to where I have difficulties even leaving. Usually, I would lean on marijuana to be able to not be triggered nearly as much and to be able to do the things that are expected of me so that I'm not on the streets. Instead, they say this is a recovery place, and they expect you to go to other people out of their own recovery and out of their time to accommodate me when I have went to resources that are supposed to be able to accommodate me when it comes to medical needs for medical records on top of that. Why should I feel like I have to pressure my certain difficulties and put it on someone else's plate to accommodate me? That's not your job. You don't get paid to do that, but they expect you to do that. No, I expect resources to be able to accommodate medical needs, so we're not forcing other people who ain't even paid to do so to accommodate me in a living situation where they're supposed to be focused on their own recovery instead of running themselves thin and over toppling their plate. I don't agree with that. That's forcing someone else where it's not their job, nor are they paid to do, to cater to me when that's what resources are for, especially when it's a medical need. Okay. Now, this place is for recovery people. It's for to be able to help them accommodate being able to stay steady in a job and this, that, and another to be able to move forward. This is really not their responsibility. This is why you're supposed to have resources and be with a thing. Like, be able to get this through whatever resource direction you're going through. They actually give you information when it comes to this resource, that resource, and this resource. That's their job. So that's why I don't go to them about extra things that actually overrides, really, even though they're kind enough to be able to try to accommodate whatever it is that they wish to be able to accommodate with. But to just, I know in a way they're trying to get the women to be more communal, but at the same time, that's not the emotional stability and grounding that is needed when it comes to me and having to constantly go through these things. And I feel uncomfortable with adding something that's mind that I feel that I'm supposed to be working with a resource collaboration with about these things. Like I'm even shaking. I'm like, and you want me to do these things, you want me to go get this information, but yet you're not going to support me. You're going to tell me to go do this or tell me to go do that to make sure it gets done. Is that's your, didn't your resource person tell me if I need anything or if I need help with anything to let them know and we'll work with you about? But I'm just going to be labeled not wanting the help because I'm not adding my issues on someone else's plate, looking for someone willing to give me some sort of emotional support to go to a doctor's appointment, that I'm pretty much to the point of going, here you go, higher power, let's add to your plate, because I don't feel, and I have that right, I don't feel that that's right. And that's an opinion. But also, I feel that this is what resources are for, especially when you have medical difficulties, especially with this being a genetic thing. So, and also trauma on top of PTSD that I can't even go get medical papers proof for because they basically like deleted all the old ones. Why? Some of us need some of that old stuff and have lost papers during being homeless to show longevity of a buildup of something that's traumatic that is created into what they like to call a mental illness or an illness of some sort to discredit you and being able to do things. And then we wonder why we have medical homeless people. I'm getting to the point to where I'm packing a bag and a backpack. If I am this much of a difficult case for this place, I will wait for them to tell me I need to leave, and I will accepting of myself. And I will go back to the streets because apparently that's all I deserve when it comes out of these resources. You should be supporting, especially if someone needs emotional support. I mean, that's what this is about. So, I don't feel that I should add from my plate onto someone else's plate who is not paid to accommodate these difficulties or issues when it comes to people that literally go out to resources to have help in these matters for people that get paid to do this. But I guess paperwork is the only thing that's important for these people. So, funny how I have the comments off, but yeah, some people are allowed to override that. But it's okay. So let's see. All right. But you know what? I guess certain people that go through these things are not important if you don't just go get a job and if it doesn't appeal to what you feel is acceptable. Because of, if we had that capability, maybe we would already been doing it instead of having to accept being completely thrown into a ditch when I run through circles and hoops for resources to be able to help me and to be able to place me in certain things so that I'm not constantly breaking genetic medical conditions that has made me lose jobs, that has then resulted me in being homeless and ending up with the stigma, making it even more difficult. And then you go and call people a clown? Wow. You really hate yourself that much, you want to project it on someone else. How hurtful we have become in a society, and the only reason I do this is to bring awareness in what we do to people. While we get labeled, we don't want help. When no matter how much we try to reach out, it seems like these people want to do nothing but paperwork, while they don't uphold support and actions of support. And I constantly run into this when it comes to meeting people on the streets, whether they're on drugs or not, whether they're on alcohol or not. Most of the time, that is the pressurization of what we put these people into. But we just want to poke fingers at them and say, you're the mistake. Condemn. Pretty much verbally kill off instead of come together and support each other. So we have strength, respect, and honor, while we blame this puppeted president for being the reason for all of our issues. When we are having a hard time understanding what is being created that is giving this issue. So, I'm literally going to enjoy this bed, enjoy this roof over my head, enjoy myself with the way I am, until apparently I'm definitely going to be asked to leave, because I do not have the money to keep paying this rent, and obviously I'm also having difficulties in being able to have an income to be able to keep paying this. So, and putting my issues and pressure on someone else's household is not an independence, while I'm already having issues with resources and not being able to pay my own financial independence and have a financial independence with having the certain genetic difficulties that I have. That is not a solution. That's a band-aid that eventually, where is it going to lead to? Me just getting depressed because I can't have something on my own. Feeling that I am not worthy enough to have something on my own. And that is how these resources make people like us feel. To be completely honest. Completely honest. It is not that I don't want help. It's the fact that I go to specific places for specific needs that you're supposed to be paid for to do and support, and you don't get the support. So yeah, I've had enough. I've had enough of all these other people's expectations of me, instead of me being able to enjoy my life with the way I am and be accommodated for the way I was born, because I'm being reprimanded and told I'm not good enough or I'm not doing enough because of the way I'm born. I deserve my own independence. I deserve to have help to be placed so that I have financial stability. Doesn't matter what. I mean, this is why you're paid to have the job you have. But all you care about is a bunch of paperwork. So you get money saying you do your job. And you want to act like you're support, and then you just call me a house hopper. No, this is why most of the time I have been homeless. Thank you very much.